Last man, you live in Dallas, so I got to ask you this question: the Luka Dončić trade. I know this is an NFL podcast. This is a football podcast. This is mainly a Seahawks podcast. But man, I gotta ask you this question because it's crazy. I love basketball. I watch basketball only the playoffs. Seriously, I don't get a lot of other basketball the rest of the year. But what did you think about this trade, and how are people feeling in Dallas?
I mean, the fact that we're talking about it on this podcast and basically everyone has talked about it. NFL players are getting asked on opening night of the Super Bowl about this trade. It's one of the biggest trades we've ever seen. It was just so shocking. I was at a bar in Dallas. I was out with my buddies that night, and I knew it was interesting. One of my friends, he called me, and I wouldn't say we just call regularly, right? So I was like, oh, I got to answer this. And he's like, hey, Luka Dončić got traded to the Lakers. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you no, wait, what? I like hop on Twitter. And I was like, oh my gosh, he did. Like, I broke to my news. And like, this is a crowded bar. All of a sudden it comes on the TV and everyone's, melting down. There's actually a TikTok from Barstool Sports. And it's a dude in a Luka jersey with like surrender cobering, hands on his head, watching the TV as it comes up and showed the trade. That was actually the bar I was at. Like, it was really, really funny. It's a disaster down here. It really is. Everyone, it's crazy. There's just like a weird feeling like sadness around here, and like I have my opinion on it. Like from a basketball standpoint, I don't like. I think it's a fine trade for the Mavs. Having a player like Anthony Davis is a rarity in this league. There's not many great bigs who can give you both defense and offense in this league, and the Mavs now have that. But man, Luka was Dallas. Luka was Dallas. He is
Yeah.
Dallas. I mean, this guy, he embraced the city. The city embraced him. The people here loved him. He was their ride or die. The Cowboys were the Cowboys. The Rangers are the Rangers. But Luka was Dallas, and so there's definitely a very large feeling of sadness in the city. Definitely missing their guy. But everyone here is really, really going through it. I think everyone's recovering this week, trying to process all the emotions. We've got some like hangers on our ceiling in the on our downstairs. And my buddy, he hung his Luka jersey like hanging in the rafters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's hanging in my living room right now. It was a shocker. It was a shocker. It shook the whole city.
Yeah, man, shocking to me as well. I was just scrolling my Twitter and I just saw these posts that Luca was traded, and I thought it was fake. You know how in the off
Oh
season
yeah,
people have these Ian Rappaport kind of Twitter accounts that are fake, and they tell you a Seahawks trade, and you're like, damn, this really happened, and you're sharing it, and you're talking about it, and then you look at the Twitter handle, oh, it's not Ian Rappaport, it's some crazy guy
right,
who stole.
right.
So I thought it was one of those accounts because they got me a couple of times at the off seasons, and I was like, man, it's probably fake. And then I scrolled and I just saw like more like reputable, um, you know, news organizations. I saw Patrick Mahomes talking about it. He's a huge Dallas Mavericks fan, and I was like, man, this is crazy. And I just called my friends, and everybody was talking about it. So yeah, man, it sucks for Dallas. I think maybe in the short term it helps him, but in the long term, I think Lucas is only 25. I understand the conditioning concerns and some of the other concerns that they had with the guy, but he's only 25, man. I think he would get better, and as he grows up.
I mean, I understand it from a basketball perspective. I really do. I mean, you watched the finals last year. Luka was a problem, and not like a good problem. Like he was picked on all series long. But man, to do it to this city and how much they'd rally behind Luca and loved Luca is just it's kind of backstabbing. They were always going to have support while Luca's here. Now it's like this better work, or it's going to be really really bad for that franchise. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But man, Luca, I mean, they loved him here. They loved him here. It's going to take a second for Mavs fans to really process this because he was, like I said, he was Dallas.
Yep. Well, let's see how it goes, man. I'm interested to seeing this playoffs and see how it goes for with basketball, and also looking forward to the Super Bowl. We'll talk about it next week, so please join us. If you like the show, subscribe and share with your friends, comment, let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys next week. 12th man out.